K-pop is known for its dazzling performances, jaw-dropping visuals, and idols who seem almost perfect. But behind the scenes, not every idol upholds that golden image. Be it outdated beliefs, controversial statements, or committing horrifying crimes against women, these idols are far away from perfect. In March of 2024, BTOB's Minhyuk managed to get himself into hot waters with the netizens due to a remark he made about Korea's declining birth rate. On the fan messaging platform From, Minhyuk shared a story about attending his friend's wedding. He mentioned that many of his friends had gotten married and wrote, "Please contribute to the birth rate, my friends," adding that the declining birth rate is a concern for his country. While he possibly tried to make the message positive and encouraging, many netizens thought the opposite and considered the message uncalled for. He continued to talk about the topic, mentioning a friend who has 3 children, calling him a patriot. Because of the situation in Korea, where women deliberately choose not to have children due to job insecurity, living costs, and sometimes misogyny, many netizens felt that Minhyuk's comment was not appropriate for a man to make. Some of them thought it was wrong to send such a message to his fans, especially since some of them are very young. One netizen wrote, "Why is this man who cannot give birth telling others to contribute to the birth rate as if birthing is that simple?" Most of the comments were of a similar nature, with people claiming it wasn't Minhyuk's business to comment on women and their choice to bear children. One fan even commented that they went through something similar in their workplace, and it was disappointing for them to hear something similar coming out of Minhyuk's mouth after being a fan of his for such a long time. While this was a huge letdown for many fans, it definitely wasn't the worst thing an idol said about women. In 2012, Teen Top's rapper C.A.P was scrutinized for his answer to a question asking where he would see himself in 10 years. C.A.P appeared in one of the episodes of Mnet's Wide Entertainment news show, and his answer started innocently at first. Thinking about where he would be in 10 years, C.A.P mentioned that he would like to become a father by the time he turns 30. He mentioned he would raise his children in a cool way, saying that he would give his son anything he wanted and would take care of him so he could have a nice time growing up. When C.A.P mentioned the way he would raise his daughter, it's understandable his answer shocked everyone because it was truly horrifying. He said, "As for my daughter, it is a woman's job to stay at home. If she needed to be, I would hit her and keep her locked up at home." Understandably, the show's MCs were in disbelief once he answered and questioned why he would do something like this. His only response was that the world outside is dangerous. C.A.P's comment sent various online communities into a frenzy, with netizens calling him ignorant and arguing that this way of raising your children is more detrimental than it is good. Once C.A.P's way of thinking started to make headlines, the group released an official apology, claiming that the comment was supposed to be a joke expressed in the wrong way. Unfortunately, the damage was already done. While fans definitely enjoy hearing idols' opinions on different things, those opinions aren't always good. Rapper Sunny managed to anger thousands of people on 2 different occasions when he let his mouth run loose about a sensitive topic, feminism. In 2018, he released a song called Feminism, and to say it wasn't received well is an understatement. The song, long taken down from YouTube, was posted with the caption, "I do not detest women. I detest the situations that are sparked by the flames of aversion." Even though he opened up the song stating he is a feminist, his lyrics told a different story. He called women out for their alleged unreasonable demands for equality while expecting special treatment, saying things like women should serve in the military if they wanted equal rights, and asking why men always have to pay on dates. Sunny also touched on the Me Too movement, adding that the ministry should focus on getting rid of groups like WOMAD, which is a radical group that supports misandry and female chauvinism. He finished the song by stating that his problem is loving women too much. Understandably so, many netizens didn't actually believe him due to the nature of the song, questioning how he could call himself a feminist while still shaming women in the process. Super Junior's Shindong's had a fair share of his own controversies, but one that is often brought up happened in 2010 during the NBC radio station Shim Shim Tampa. A female listener called in to share her worries about a fight she had with her boyfriend because she decided to go on a diet. She shared that her boyfriend shamed her decision by saying she shouldn't start a new diet if she was going to quit after a few days, adding that her body isn't the type to change with a diet. The radio show host stated that girls often take negative comments about their weight like a punch to the gut. Shindong inserted himself after this, commenting that if someone had to lose weight, he would tell them to do so. According to Shindong, if someone isn't skinny, it means they're not taking care of themselves. Making things worse for himself, Shindong continued by saying, "When I say this, the person might think, 'Look who's talking,' but I would reply, 'I'm a boy and you're a girl.'" It wasn't the first time the members expressed their distaste for women who weren't skinny. Yesung was heard stating that obese people are lazy, while Lituk confessed he really dislikes fat girls, thinking they don't care for their bodies well. Many netizens thought that Shindong had no right to make comments about other people's weight since he himself had been fat-shamed many times before, and his weight has been criticized over and over again. However, this, unfortunately, isn't just about making rude comments about women's victim's looks or holding outdated beliefs, it can go beyond that. There have been numerous instances when small incidents of suspicious behavior led to actual crimes. BIGBANG Seungri is now known more for his Burning Sun scandal than his career achievements. Looking back at his time in the industry, he exposed his true opinion on women on different occasions. Back in 2012, Seungri faced a scandal after explicit photos of him appeared in a Japanese tabloid. The magazine said that those pictures were taken by a woman who alleged she spent the night with Seungri. The tabloid exposed his preferences in bed, stating he liked to choke the other individual during the act, adding that he behaved very coolly and was very standoffish to the woman he shared his bed with. Some people could consider this as a foreshadowing of what was going to happen in the later years. Then, as we all know, in 2019, Seungri's life turned upside down when he was exposed as being associated with the Burning Sun Club and the notorious underground network where illegal explicit videos were shared. Seungri was convicted of arranging trafficking, illicit gambling, and a plethora of other charges for which he received a short year and a half in prison. Despite being charged with such horrifying crimes, it didn't stop Seungri from keeping his fierce and supportive fanbase. Following the release of BBC's documentary about the scandal, it was revealed how intertwined Seungri was in these crimes. In the video, Seungri was revealed to have responded to numerous illegal videos taken by the members of the chat, so he was very aware of what his friends and colleagues were doing. The buzz around the documentary also helped to unveil some of Seungri's past disturbing behavior towards Gugudan Sejong. In 2018, Seungri and Sejong were guests on a variety show called Salty Tours. During this episode, Seungri suggested that Sejong should pour beer to the most attractive male in the room, making Sejong visibly uncomfortable. This gesture was deemed disrespectful by many Korean netizens, as men often order women to pour their drinks in brothels or hostess bars. This act can also imply that the one pouring is inferior to the person receiving the drink. Netizens reacted with distaste, calling the male cast members, including Jung Jun-young, another perpetrator in the Burning Sun scandal, crazy pieces of trash, and other vulgar names, clearly expressing their opinions of them. Some idols may not have a record of bad behavior, yet they still end up being the most vile. Former NCT member Taeil was always deemed as the sweet and kind member of the group, and even though he didn't have a lot of fans compared to the others, he was still widely loved and respected. Then, in August of 2024, the explosive news of Taeil being pulled out of NCT due to the crime he committed went viral across all social media, and it's safe to say it is the biggest scandal of 2024. Several weeks later, after the announcement, it was revealed that he was actually investigated on charges of forcing himself on a drunk woman and taking advantage of her. According to investigations done by Chosun Ilbo, Taeil committed these crimes alongside two of his non-celebrity friends. Taeil's case was also classified as an aggravated quasi-offense, meaning it either involved weapons or, in his case, more than two people. In this case, quasi means that the victim was unconscious or unable to resist. As of November 2024, there is no further news about Taeil's future, but all we can say is that it's not going to be bright. If Taeil admits to his charges, he could be facing more than 7 years in prison according to Korean law. Some media outlets claim he could be serving a life sentence in prison, but seeing how the perpetrators of the Burning Sun scandal were punished, it's hard to expect anything more than a slap on the wrist.